Hi everybody, Wycliffe Barrett here. Today we've got a vlog for you. Got about 5 or 6 items I'm going to talk about. I'll see you after the trailer.
Dublin, November 180 Bravo Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014 Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, the sign is for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo Bravo.
Correct, what's your requested routing?
Let's go amend direct.
521 ready, cleared, right today.
Once again, many thanks to Thomas Rasmussen for making that video for me. Every time I watch it, I'm just blown away. Right, so I said we had 6 things today we're going to talk about, and just going through my script, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually only 5, but that doesn't matter because there are 5 downloads that I think everybody should get. Of course, a lot depends on whether you've got some spare cash hanging around, and if you have, the first 2 you really ought to get. The first one is KMIA, almost stuttered then, KMIA, Miami International Airport. But not only do you get the airport, you get Miami as well. Okay, this has been produced by Druzwiecki Designs, and for $25 you get the airport and you get the city. I'm going to show you a little bit of a video that I recorded earlier on, so we'll go to that and you can have a look for yourself. So, Miami Airport, and here we are. Now, I kind of like this. I mean, I do like this, and I've already said that. But there is a problem with the airport, and that's some of the textures. When you actually begin to look at the textures closed up, they're quite blurred. I don't know what's gone on there at all. I really don't. Which is a shame, because that lets it down, because otherwise this is absolutely superb. Because not only do you get the airport, but you get the city. You see down there? Where you see the skyline. Now, as I say, the airport is a really good design, but it's let down a little bit by that kind of blurriness on some of the terminals. But you know, it's a huge airport. A lot of this is custom built, I believe, by the looks of it, but the texturing just lets it down. But that aside, I still think it's really, really good, and I would recommend anybody should buy it, because what you get, it's not just that. It's not just the international airport. You get all of this scenery as well built in, and it is really, really breathtaking. I mean, look at this. As you zoom in towards the downtown area, you get all of these buildings here. You've got shrimp boats in the harbour. You've got cruise liners. There's houses everywhere. This is really top-notch work. There's a lot of work gone into this, and it does look very, very good, very realistic as you come in a little bit closer. Not too close, because we've got the same problem where some of the texturing is a little bit blurry. Could have been done a little bit better, but I still think it's worth $25 for what you get, because you get an awful lot. You get a heck of a lot. Ships, you can see all the ships down here in the port. There's buildings out on the islands there, and this is downtown Miami. And of course, you know, the roads are accurate. You see it at night time, it looks even better. I've just changed the time of day here, so you see the sun is setting a little bit. It's quite high in the sky rather. As we go through the day, it should be getting a little bit darker. And as it goes darker and the lights come up, it really is quite breathtaking. Let me just change the light in here. Something else. I don't particularly like this light set. You've got all the traffic there on the roads and the highways, and it really is quite something else. Let's look at the airport. Airport looks fairly standard from here, but it's when you're coming in on approach it looks really good. You see the lights, taxiways, etc, etc. So there you go. That's KMIA and Miami City Centre, which you get all of that for $25. I'd say that was well worth it indeed. Especially, I mean, you're coming in over here. Just look at this. All these houses here. Just get right in there. Pretty cool, huh? And we'll get right into the city centre. Let's find a part of downtown there. Yeah, there you go. There's a highway through downtown Miami. You can drive on all these roads as well. We keep saying this, but anyway, there you go. That's KMIA, Miami International Airport, and the city centre. and the local environment, which is pretty cool. For $25, that's an awful lot of scenery. Okay, the next product on the list here is the Diamond DA40 by Alabeo. This is $26.95. It is a lovely, wonderful GA aircraft. I really like it. It's fast, it's nippy, and it's got lots going for it. I got a piece of video here. Have a look at this. Here we are then in the Diamond DA40 from Alabeo. Costs around about $26.95 from Xplane.org. A beautiful little GA aircraft. I don't normally talk about payware that much, but this one warrants it. I'm really quite happy with this. I love this little aircraft. Fast as well. Let me show you this one thing really quickly. These reflections here on the cockpit screen, really like these, and you can turn those on and off. So I'll show you. Window reflections off and on, off and on. I prefer to leave them on because then it looks as though you're actually looking outside glass. So let's have a quick look at this cockpit here, and I'll be right back. So these cockpits, I really like it because there's a few innovative things here. Well, no, just one innovative thing, but what they've done is really clever. So, you know how we always have trouble with click spots? Are we in the right place, especially with fiddly knobs and dials? Well, with the GNS 430, of course, you've got an outer ring and an inner ring, and so there's got to be a click spot there, and it's really hard sometimes to figure out whether you've got it exactly right. Look at this. Well, you put your cursor on it, you know you've got it, yeah, and you can see quite easily it lights up. You get a little mouse wheel, and if you turn the mouse wheel, you know, if you push your mouse wheel, it goes through all the different pages. If you go to the outer ring here, same again, yeah, it's like coming up with my nearest airports, etc, etc. Really brilliant. That's so innovative, it's so clever. So it lights up. Now some people might say, oh, we don't need it to light up, but I like it. I think that's cool. You can see here I'm doing the COM1 frequency, so 122 decimal 80. Brilliant. Press that button and we're on Unicom. So I really like that. The other thing that I like is this digital display, this engine management display here. Let me just rev up. I really like that. Pretty hard though to get your revs to, you know, say 2,000 revs, because, you know, you'll get 1,999 or 2,010 or something. It's really difficult to get it on there. You can, of course, but so it's straightforward enough. Really nice cockpit. Another thing I like about this aircraft is some of the sounds in it. I mean, the engine sound is really lovely, as you can hear, but you've got things like these little catches. It's hard to hear that, but let me open up the cockpit. Got that really reassuring clunk, click kind of sound. It's really nice. But the other thing that I like about this is the shadowing. They've really got the shadowing effect sorted out. So as I close the cockpit, look at the shadows that go down the cockpit window. You can see on the management display there, it's slightly moving. But let me just close this now and look at the shadows as it closes across the cockpit. That is so nice. So nice, very accurate, of course. So there's lots to like about this aircraft. I love the seating arrangements in the back there. You still got reflections on the rear windows. Not an awful lot on the overhead, because everything is right in front of you, which is really great. Let's have a look outside. So, beautifully modelled aircraft. Some of the blending on this is absolutely fantastic. You've got the wheel fairings there, the blended wings, which is one of the common features of the Diamond DA40. Blended wings are really nice. This high elevator here on the tail, which curiously I think causes some problems in taxiing. You can't taxi very well in this aircraft. Well, you can taxi, don't get me wrong, you can taxi, but you don't turn very well using rudders. I found that I had to use a lot of differential braking to really get where I needed to be on the taxiways. Just zooming in here, right in on the cockpit instruments there, that's, you know, really superb stuff. Let me just use a different camera angle so we can get right in there and zoom. Oops, a bit too far. Here we go. zoom right in there on the cockpit window. Look at that. From outside, zooming in on the cockpit, everything is sharp. So once again, Xplane using all of its power to demonstrate just how good it is. So I haven't flown it very much. It is very, very fast. I will tell you that it's extremely fast, very nippy. At 2,000 revs, at 2,000 feet, it's a dream. And some of the external views, as you call this glass, you see quite a lot. And there are external views set up as well. So I'm just pressing my number keys here as usual, in the usual fashion. So there are some views that are already pre-programmed. Very nice. Can I get back to the cockpit? Yes, there we are. So that's all you need to know, I think. At $26.95, this is a bargain, and I would rush out and buy it now if I was you. We're almost finished now, and just need to tell you about two more airports. This one is RCKH, Kaohsiung International Airport, Taiwan. This has been produced by somebody called MWM, strange name. It's free. Xplane.org is where you can get it. Finally, on the airport section, this one is YMHB Hobart International Airport 1.0. I really like this. This is well put together. There's only one thing wrong with it for me and my taste, and that is the buildings are too bright. There's like bright reds and sky blues, and it's really well put together, but just too bright for my liking. So you make a choice. It's free, as always. It's by Paul Mort. Well done, Paul. We'll see you again soon. Well, that's the vlog for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. It's always really difficult to know what to tell you guys because there is so much that happens in the Xplane world. Obviously, for those of you who know, last weekend I was at FSC Western in Western-super-Mare, and we're looking forward to the next flight sim show here in the UK, which is going to be RAF Cosford, and that is in October. All you have to do is go to the RAF Cosford website or Facebook page, and you'll find out all about the flight simulation show then. Until then, we'll see you. If you can get along to that, we'll see you there. Cheerio.
Dublin, November 180 Bravo Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014 Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, descending for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo Bravo.
Correct. What's your requested routing?
Let's go amend direct.
521 ready, cleared, right, let's go.